and gentlemen, to Game 1. 2K Sports presents the playoffs of the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, it's Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. Allie LaForce will be bringing us updates from the sideline. Now the starting group for the visitors. You've got Wilson, and it's Elson in at the 4.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Dozier. Right wing. Lets it go with the 3. And it's Elson with the rebound. Now here's Wilson. D right on him. And here's the break. Here's Dozier. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Shot's good by Wilson. And you take a look at this home team. They've made an impressive run through the first 2 rounds.
That's for sure. But now, though, things really ramp up. There are no easy games the rest of the way. From the coaches to the players to the trainers, I mean, everybody has to be functioning at a high level.
Here's Diaz. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. I asked Coach about Jalen Brunson's game and what stood out the most to him. He replied, I'd say his toughness as well as his leadership. His teammates rally behind him, and that's why we've got to bring that same kind of intensity to guarding him tonight. Containing Brunson won't be easy, but let's see if they're up for it. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Here's Diaz. It's tipped. Here's Dozier. Does not score with that shot. It's his second miss against 2 made shots. To the left wing. Here's Diaz. No good from outside. Gone 0-2 from deep here. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Here's Dozier. Wilson grabs the board. Gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Pass to Diaz. A 3-pointer off the mark.
You can tell he's just a touch out of sync here, but he's battling, continuing to fight.
A nice shot by Dozier.
And they only want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Outside Wilson. Here's Elson. Here's Diaz. Offensive rebound. Pass to Elson. Shot clock at 6. No good on the triple.
Really good shot contest there. It made it tough for the shooter.
Now, here's Thomas. Here's Dozier. From outside, off the mark. Gone a meager 1 of 6 from 3-point land since we got started tonight. It's deflected. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that, guys.
Here are this postseason's dead-eye shooters. These guys have knocked down a ton of shots from downtown. You look at money, 3rd in the NBA. He's someone that if you leave him alone, he's going to knock it down.
He is having so much success from beyond the 3-point line. Some guys just thrive on this kind of pressure. Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And a lowly 30% to start this game out. Pass to Lewis. Misses the layup. Gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Here's Dozier. Oh! And down it it goes, jamming that one home.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game.
And guys, it's going to be a long time before we see another one just like that.
Shot on the wing. It's rebounded by Dozier.
Poor defense for sure, but the offense was worse.
To the wing right side. And Thomas has it in the corner. Offline with his three. The three. Not going to fall. Starting off slow. He misses his first three from the floor. To the wing on the left. Here's Dozier. 11 points in the game. The fader. That one doesn't go. It's his fifth miss and 10 shots from the floor. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
It's deflected, and the ball ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession. Both teams changing it up here. Here's Diaz. A three-pointer, no good.
They'd love to get more help from him offensively right now.
Stolen by Lewis. Pass to Diaz. Looking to end his cold spell. That shot goes in. He now has 3 field goals and 6 misses today.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
14 feet away. Dozier can't get it to go. I mean, 25% from the floor in this first quarter. Driving in. 1:19 left in the first quarter. Pass to Gillespie. 5 on the clock. Here's Diaz. Hits it from three-point range. Diaz has got 10 points.
Defensive mix-up for sure right there. Somehow he was left open.
Here's Dozier. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. First trip to the line for him here.
At the line for 2.
And the first one drops. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
There's 42 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's the screen. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
It's Thomas on the wing. Dozier passes to Thomas. Lets it go from deep. That's his 7th miss and 12 shot attempts. Pass to Gillespie. The tray. Drills it from outside.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Up by 2. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And we're ready to get back into the action here in Game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
Gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. To the middle. Lays it up off the glass.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Here's Dozier. Nailed from three-point land. Dozier's got 16.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to give.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Here's Dozier. He's got 16. A fadeaway. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
To the paint, and that one is stuffed right through.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Uncovered. And the shot no good, a bit short.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Releases from the wing and drills it. Dozier's got 7 points here in this quarter. Gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Pass to Gillespie. And the 3 off target.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
A nice shot by Dozier. Dozier's got 23 points.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Going inside, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Here's Gillespie. 6 points for him. Out left to the wing. That's his first basket of the game. 1 for 6. You're looking for more.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Dozier. Takes the 12-footer and hits. He's got 27.
He got off to a slow start. It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game. But he's turned it on here in the second.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And now let's give you a look at the players who have stood out at taking high percentage shots in the playoffs. You look at Money. You know what you're going to get from him day in and day out.
And guys, that shooting percentage of his has been spectacular since the start of the playoffs. He has been completely locked in.
To Diaz. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Diaz has got 13.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Three-pointer. A nice shot by Dozier.
3 trifectas here in the second quarter. He is absolutely feeling it. He's got 4 total for the game.
Here's Gillespie. 6 points for him. Carries it from three-point range.
He's certainly starting to heat up from outside. That's his 3rd for the game, his 2nd in this quarter.
Here's Dozier. Up again. There's the steal.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Here's the floater. Here's Diaz. Off target from outside.
Well, he won't miss many of those, not when he gets a good look like that.
Boom, he jams it straight down.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much. Decent look from mid-range for sure, but that's not really his shot.
Here's Dozier. He's got 32. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up.
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. Yeast rising and helium floating.
Pass to Gillespie. 56 seconds left in the first half of basketball.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Here's Dozier. He's got 34. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Here's Diaz. 27 seconds left in the second quarter. Oh, that's blocked. And that goes out of bounds. No keep possession.
Substitution.
Puts it up off the inbound. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Here's Dozier. Over Lewis. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's tied as we head to halftime. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Make some noise and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Please direct your attention to center court. Drum roll, please. They're thinking about the shot.
Greetings, one and all.
I like the way they've been running, pushing the ball, putting their defense on its heels.
Yeah, you love their tempo. When they
So far in this series, they've shown they can get the better of this team. And that is it for halftime.
Welcome back to playoff basketball on 2K Sports. This is the Eastern Conference Final. What a game we're seeing from Money.
As impressive as the block totals are from him early on, they don't even tell the whole story. He's changed countless others.
Yeah, you know, he's been up in the air so often, he's been absolutely a pest on the defensive end.
They've got Lewis, and it's Elson in at the 4 slot. Second half underway, and here's who Mike Brown's got on the floor.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Knocks down the 3 ball. Dozier's got 39.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
That shot wide open.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from three-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Here's Dozier. He's got 39. It's good from long range.
You know, with his handles, he excels at tricking up the defense and getting the good looks he wants.
They set the pick. To Diaz. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Look, in a game this tight, those little mistakes make a big difference.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Inside, and he makes that one. Wilson's got 8.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Swiped away. It's hauled in by Thomas. Thomas got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Dozier, and he has 42. Let's take this chance now to show you the list of the postseason scoring leaders. You look at Money, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player. This is his 2nd trip to the line in this one. The first free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line. Gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. We've seen Money really having a great game.
Well, they have one thing to talk about. How do we stop this guy from knocking down threes?
Here's Diaz. 13 points in the game. And that's a foul called on Money. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
First team foul.
On defense, the home team. Outside Wilson. Shakes him. Shot clock at 5. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Yeah, just nice strength there and then just off with the shot.
Boy, with all the contact he drew there, that would have been a heck of a bucket. He nearly got it to go.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Pass to Dozier. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Wilson up top, 10 points for him. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
No good from Elson.
That's the kind of D you need.
Look out!
Bang! And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine. Even if he'd have missed it, I don't mind taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
Here's Diaz. He's got 13. They set the pick. And there's the drive. Wilson, marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special.
The circus dunk for you right there, guys.
Dozier kicks to Thomas. Pass to Dozier. Here's the 3. Lewis grabs the board. Gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Here's Elson. Here's Diaz. Looking to get it going. Got a hand on it. Out to the right wing. Pass to Dozier. Fires from deep. And got it! Another basket. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Wilson the pass to Diaz. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Diaz has got 16.
And it looks to me like he still has some of the shooting touch that he displayed in the first.
And he jams it with authority.
Getting creative in the air. He can finish above the rim in a lot of ways, and they're all fancy.
Here's Diaz. He's got 16. Stolen. And here comes the break. Here's Dozier. Misses the three. Gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Here's Elson for the lead. Offensive rebound. Near the three-point line, it's Thomas, and they cash in right away with the quick shot.
That is good offense, unselfish play.
Diaz the pass to Elson. From deep. The shot by Diaz, no good.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why.
Connects again from distance.
And he is scorching hot right now. He could be on his way to setting a franchise postseason record with his shooting.
He's caught fire at the right time for this team. Stepped up big in the postseason for him. Looking to end the run. It's rebounded by Dozier.
Trying to match three, sometimes you get too amped up, and it affects your ability to knock down the shot.
With Samart. Unable to get that one. Gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. And that's a foul called on Money. That'll be his third foul so far. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's Diaz. He's got 16. There's a screen. Top of the key. It's rebounded by Dozier. Dozier's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Shot from the wing. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Being around 40% from the floor here. Outside Wilson. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Substitution on the court.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Here's Dozier. Drills the three-pointer. Dozier's got 59 points.
Wow. What can you say?
Pass to Gillespie. Here he goes. Launches it. No good from Elson.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
Gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Gillespie. Beyond the arc. Holmes with the steal. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Takes the three. It's rebounded by Dozier.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. From 15 feet away. Good, he hits again.
What a performance. He's now tied for third most points in single-game playoff history.
Well, G.A., the way he's been scoring the ball, you had a feeling he'd leave his name in the record books. Gillespie, that's good.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
You know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Here's Dozier. And it's off from three-point range. And they've got time, Greg, to chip away at this lead.
Yeah, still lots of time, but they have to play smart if they want to erase this deficit.
Here's Thomas. And it's Elson with the rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Jacks up a three. And that one is off.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Here's Dozier. And it's Elson with the rebound. Elson's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. A three ball. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Most any coach loves points coming off assists.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. He's not taking any chances. He wants to huddle them up right away. So both teams making some changes here. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, while Brian Keefe was just reviewing the plan with his team, he told us guys, let's not waste this advantage. Hold on to it. Stay.
And another one.
He has taken over this game.
And now GA tied for the second most points in a playoff game all time. Here's Diaz. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Puts up a 3. The shot, no good.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the...
Good! Another from 3.
The threes coming fast and furious. He is scorching the nets.
Now GA tied for the third most three-point field goals in single-game playoff history.
And 10 triples equals Dame Lillard's buzzer-beating performance in 2019 when he waved bye-bye to the Thunder.
And it doesn't go. Gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And the first one at the line is good. He's perfect from the line this time. Got some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. The 3 goes down.
He was licking his chops there. Got a good look.
Gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Here's Dozier. Doesn't get that one. Being a meager 37% for the game.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
There's 1:59 left in the fourth. The 20-foot jumper, good. At 52% for the field. They're clicking. Tosses it up. Hits it again. Wow.
And that's 70.
He's unbelievable.
Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket.
.133 left here in the fourth quarter. Another chance here, and he lays that one in.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Driving the lane. Oh, no good on the dunk.
You know, you'd love to see him pull that off, but instead he goes from highlight reel to the bloopers.
1:06 left in the fourth quarter. And there's the 3.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
And yep, another basket.
What a game. That's 72 points.
He's been simply, Greg, sensational throughout this one. From way outside. No good.
Where you'll see him miss such an open look.
There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Clock at 6. And good. There's another.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. He drills the three. And Brian Keith wants a timeout. Guys, what do you think?
And they've got this one just about wrapped up.
Yeah, you know, I'm not sure they needed this timeout, quite honestly. Perhaps a water break?
Going to work down low. Let's lose a three. And again for three.
He's putting on a shooting exhibition that has left this entire arena slack-jawed.
And Greg, he finds himself tied for second place all-time in three-point makes for a playoff game.
Equaling Game 6 Clay, who buried OKC back in 2016 with 11 triples.
So the home crowd happy.